Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you our 9th, 10th, and 11th grade homeschool picks. So I went back through YouTube because I was trying to figure out why I didn't do a video for my daughter for those years. And I think it's because what you'll see is most of her curriculum for 9th and 10th grade was online. And then this year I decided to do more of it offline. So then I have more to share with you. And then senior year, we're going to do most of it offline as well. So let's jump in. 9th grade year, we did cinema and literature, and that is straight from the curriculum of Seven Sisters Homeschool. I'm going to leave all the links below so you guys can go check them out and see if they'll work for you. We did Algebra 1 from Easy Peasy, which is all-in-one homeschool, and then they have all-in-one high school. So all of these classes that I say Easy Peasy or all-in-one, you know they're from the high school. And it's completely free. It's open and go. Start with day one. History, we did World History from Easy Peasy. Spanish 1 from Duolingo, which is a free website that you can use. My daughter still uses it for German now. And then she did, for PE, she did gymnastics, which we went through this is when we lived in Colorado. We went through our community center and she did gymnastics there. And then for home ec, she did culinary essentials. So this is from a website. It's called, I think it's Plain and Not So Plain. I'll leave it underneath. But they have a lot of home ec classes and life skill classes for girls and boys. And it's completely free. It's online. But I just checked and she has books, like curriculum books, if you want to purchase those from Amazon as well. And then for science, she did chemistry with the lab, and that was also from Easy Peasy. And then we did Bible, which we do as a family, and then they have their own private devotionals, and I'll list the devotionals she's been using since 9th grade. And there's also a class on Easy Peasy called Social Media and You, and basically I had her go through that class and teach like social media safety and things like that, but then I also had her do things for me on social media as well, just so she could see what it was all about and not, you know, get a phone, because she doesn't have a phone that she can do online with or do social media with, but just so she could see what it was all about, so she doesn't, you know, I don't want her to sneak and go do it. It's like, hey, this is what it's all about. You're not missing anything. Okay, and so that was 9th grade. Those are all her courses for 9th grade. 10th grade, we did Christian literature, and for this I just pulled books from Seven Sisters Homeschool of famous Christian literature. We read it and we talked about it, and she wrote papers on it. So that's basically how I came up with that class. Geometry, she did through Easy Peasy, or wait, geometry, I think geometry was Easy Peasy, but back up, Algebra 1 was teaching textbooks in 9th grade. German 1, she started in 10th grade. That's through Duolingo. And then PE and health, that's also through Easy Peasy online. And earth science with the lab is from Easy Peasy online. And art was from Easy Peasy. And then Bible again as a family. So that's 10th grade. Junior year, which I have a note here to let you know, we're offline now. So most of this is going to be offline. We did American literature. So basically for this class, I just picked books that I wanted her to read and for us to discuss and write papers with. So write papers on. So I'll leave a list of the books that we read for American literature. Consumer math is what we had her do for math, and that was a bunch of books that I found off of Amazon that I wanted her to read, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and then there was another one, Teen Money Matters. I'll link this all below. It comes with a book and a workbook, so she did both of those, plus more books just to teach her about finances. Also at this point, she had already started a job, so it was teaching her how to manage her money, the envelope system, all those real life applications were taught during this time period of math. So it was, if there was nothing to do, like physically nothing to do, like she didn't have work or her envelopes were all set up, then I would give her like little problems like, okay, so if you want to save money for this, how long is it going to take you to save money for that? And then she had to figure it out. And it's like, do you really want to buy it after you've worked all these hours and you saved it? Is it really something that you want to buy? What if you had, you know, a cell phone bill and then car insurance and some kind of bill added into that? How much money would you have left over? How much could you save? Things like that that we incorporated into that math class. So that was consumer math, and then we did U.S. government and economics. So for U.S. government, I got a workbook. I can't remember the website off the top of my head, but I'll link it. So we did that workbook, and then I got a bunch of extra books from Amazon to go with that, like infographics and things that would kind of break it down for her a little easier, so she could go through that just for a refresher after she finished the workbook. And then economics, again, was a bunch of reading books about economics. A lot of these books I pulled from, if you guys watched my last video, from the Homeschooler. She has ebooks teaching you how to create your own courses. So for example, her son had an economics class. So instead of just doing economics for a whole year, I didn't take all the books. I took half of the books and gave those to my daughter to read. And then we discussed that and had her write a paper on some of those elements. We did geography. So I added that on there. And I think that was just a workbook. Yes, for her it was a workbook. And then we did geography together as a family. And for that, I'm trying to remember, sorry, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I will link that under geography, what we all did. I think it was geography and cultures, but anyway, I'll link it for you guys. So she just did the workbook by herself, which is a refresher because we did geography already, and then together we all did a course with all of us together. Bible as a family. She also started driver's ed in 11th grade because she didn't want to take it in 10th grade. So now I'm making her take it. So she's taking driver's ed. And then we also did home ec and life skills, which was a continuation from the other website I told you guys about, plain and not so plain. We just kept going because there's a lot involved in that. And then musical theater, she did from Music in Your Homeschool, and then German too. So that was 11th grade. So if you guys want to see the resources I used for 12th grade, I will link that video below so you can check that out. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will link what I can below. If it's not enough room, then I'll just create a blog post and you guys can go over there and check out all the resources that we used, and I'll add all the books and workbooks and websites and all that there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.